Hi everyone, today is March 21st, 2022, and we're at 1 Samuel chapter 21. Per usual, David is once again running away from Saul, and today he goes to Nob, where he meets a priest named Ahimelech. There, David asks for food and weapons, and because Saul's men were behind him, he flees and ends up going into another place called Gath. Now, Gath didn't have the best history with the people of Israel, so David was not only at risk because of Saul, but the people of Gath were also keeping an eye on him. In order to live, David pretends to be a madman, and our chapter ends there. And overall, I initially felt super bad for David. I, as a believer, couldn't help but ask the question, where is God and why is David going through all of this? Now think of the unbelievers. How confusing is this situation from their perspective? Many of those who do not believe view God as some kind of genie and miracle worker that grants wishes for everyone and keeps them safe as long as they try hard and live a good life. So it only makes sense for them to doubt God's presence in situations like these, but we have to view with eyes of faith and acknowledge God's amazing grace even in these kinds of circumstances. Just pointing out 3 examples, let's first take a look at verse 6. It says, God provided David with holy bread so that he can satisfy his hunger. And if we look at verse 7, it even says that one of Saul's servants was there the same day as David, but he was detained or held back before God. Lastly, David received physical protection through the weapons that God prepared through Ahimelech. Some may say that these things are simple necessities, but we know that this is all purely God's grace. I really want to encourage everyone to find that gratitude and to find God's grace in the everyday basic things we go through. And with that said, that is it for today's journey. I thank you guys all so much for joining, and I'll make sure to see you guys again tomorrow with the next chapter. Bye!